Throughout history, governments have conducted classified experiments that push the boundaries of ethics and human decency. While many of these operations have been declassified decades later, their revelations continue to shock the world. Today, we explore some of the most disturbing government experiments that authorities would prefer remain buried in classified files. The systematic violation of human rights in the name of national security has created some of the darkest chapters in modern history. These experiments, often conducted without consent or knowledge of their subjects, reveal the lengths to which governments will go when operating in secrecy. Between 1953 and 1973, the Central Intelligence Agency conducted MKUltra, a mind control program that subjected thousands of unwitting participants to psychological torture. Patients in psychiatric hospitals, prisoners, and even CIA employees became test subjects for experiments involving LSD, electroshock therapy, and sensory deprivation. Dr. Ewan Cameron, a respected psychiatrist, used techniques designed to erase memories and rebuild personalities from scratch. Victims were kept in drug-induced comas for weeks while recordings played continuously, attempting to reprogram their minds. Many subjects suffered permanent psychological damage, losing years of memories and their ability to function normally in society. During World War II, the Japanese military operated Unit 731, a biological warfare research facility that conducted horrific medical experiments on prisoners of war and civilians. Under the leadership of Shiro Ishii, researchers performed vivisections without anesthesia, infected subjects with deadly diseases, and tested the effects of extreme temperatures on human bodies. Prisoners were deliberately infected with plague, cholera, and anthrax to study disease progression. Some were subjected to pressure chamber experiments until their organs ruptured. After the war, the United States granted immunity to Unit 731 researchers in exchange for their experimental data, effectively covering up these crimes against humanity. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study represents one of America's most shameful medical betrayals. Beginning in 1932, the Public Health Service convinced 399 African-American men suffering from syphilis that they were receiving free health care for what researchers called bad blood. In reality, these men were never treated for their condition, even after penicillin became available as an effective cure in the 1940s. For 40 years, researchers watched as the disease progressed, documenting how untreated syphilis affected the nervous system, heart, and other organs. Wives became infected, children were born with congenital syphilis, and participants died from complications that could have been easily prevented. Operation Midnight Climax took MKUltra's objectives into even more disturbing territory. CIA operatives established brothels in San Francisco and New York, where unknowing clients were drugged with LSD, while agents observed their behavior through one-way mirrors. The goal was to develop interrogation techniques and study how psychoactive substances could be weaponized. Prostitutes, many struggling with addiction, were recruited as unwitting accomplices, administering drugs to clients who had no idea they were becoming guinea pigs in government experiments. Project Artichoke preceded MKUltra and focused on developing techniques to force subjects to reveal secrets against their will. Researchers explored hypnosis, torture, and various drug combinations to break down psychological resistance. The program specifically targeted individuals who could be turned into unwitting assassins or intelligence assets through mind control techniques. These experiments share common threads of dehumanization, secrecy, and the exploitation of vulnerable populations. Prisoners, psychiatric patients, minorities, and those unable to give informed consent were deliberately chosen as subjects because they had little recourse or social standing to challenge their treatment. The legacy of these programs extends far beyond their immediate victims. They represent a fundamental breach of trust between governments and citizens, demonstrating how easily ethical boundaries can be crossed when accountability is removed. While many of these programs have been officially discontinued and condemned, their existence serves as a stark reminder of the importance of transparency, oversight, and the protection of human rights, even in matters of national security. Understanding this history ensures we remain vigilant against such abuses in the future.